Hello everyone, my name is Dark Moon Doll, and this is Art Talk. Art Talk is the show that I like to do every Tuesday. I try to do it every Tuesday, but I don't always make it to recording a show for whatever week. It's been kind of hectic. I'm getting over a cold, so yeah. But other than that, I'm feeling good, get out in the sunlight. But anyway, today's show on art and creativity, I wanted to show you some of the things that I've completed and that I'm going to put on my Etsy shop. If you don't know, I have an Etsy shop where I sell all the creations that I demonstrate to you on these step-by-step like tutorials that I like to do sometimes. People have asked me for tutorials, so I'll do them. If you guys ever have any ideas that you'd like to see me do, you can go to my shop, which is www.darkmoondoll.etsy.com, and you can look at the type of artwork that I do, and if you see something there and you'd like me to do a step-by-step tutorial for you on this channel, I can do it for you. So I'll just show you a few of the things that I have on my shop. Most of them are bottle dolls. If you look to previous videos in this show, episodes in the show, I do tutorials on bottle dolls. Well, no, I didn't do a tutorial on a bottle doll. I'm wrong. I've done tutorials on other things, but not bottle dolls. But if you'd like for me to do a tutorial on bottle dolls, I can make that happen. I also have like an altar bottle that I created. Let me show you this here. Let me stand up and see so I can be out of the way. This right here is an old soda bottle, which I painted with acrylic paints. Let me get it closer. I used acrylic paints, and I used metallic nail enamels on there. This right here on top is an old nail enamel bottle that I glued to the bottle itself. And this bottle represents love, the goddess of love. Goddess of love and wisdom. You can put this on your altar next to your crystals or whatever, your smudge stick, whatever you got going on your altar. Let's see her there. She's got wings, so you can see, and it says mother. You can't really see the writing on it. When you go onto my shop, you'll see more of the detail because I've taken many photos. I'm saying photos. I've taken many photographs where I show more of the detail, the work in there. And this was like the altar bottles that I create can also be used as just works of art that you place on your table or whatever to bring about, a sense of harmony and peace in your home. So yeah, this was done in layers and layers over like a year of creating this piece. It also has oil paint in there too, because I started off with a coating of oil paint that I found. And yeah, and I sealed it with a sealant called Mod Podge. Mod Podge, you can find it in any craft store. I buy it online by the gallon, so that's one. So she's like the goddess of peace, love, serenity. There you go. You can put it on your altar. So the next thing I have is a bottle doll. Come sit down for a little bit so you can see me talking. So the bottle doll that I made here. First, what I did, I don't do this with all of my bottle dolls, but I try to. I paper mache'd it with just like old magazine paper, stuff that we don't read anymore. I'll use the Mod Podge and dip the paper into the Mod Podge and then just kind of coat the whole bottle. This, for the head on top, this is a nail enamel bottle, recycled, which I painted the face onto, her little hat on top, and I glued her onto the bottle. Paper mache'd her and the bottle on together. That's how the head stays on there really firmly. It's secure. And after I paper mache'd it, I let it dry, and then I painted the design on here with acrylic paint. So this is all acrylic paint. that I used on this doll. Let me get up and maybe back her up here. And yeah, so that's what I did with this. And also, I also glossed it with Mod Podge. The Mod Podge, like I said, it seals it. And it keeps the paint from chipping off. So when you buy it, it'll last longer. So let me get her close up. Too close, is it? This is like a Victorian style doll, but not. Kind of gothic style. I like doing dolls like that sometimes. A lot of my dolls are like that, but they vary though. Even so, kind of like a witch type of vibe to her. With Halloween coming, why not have something like this decorating your kitchen? Put it on your kitchen table. Put it in your windowsill. Ward off intruders. Ward off pesky Jehovah's Witnesses. That's a whole nother show, isn't it? So yeah, that's another one I'm putting on my shop. And I think I showed you guys this one, but I didn't really finish it. But this one's finished now. And this one right here, it's the same. It's a bottle doll as well. Let's start from bottom to top. The top is a head, and the head is made from a stone that I found at the river. Or was the ocean? Either the river or the ocean. Either one. I love the water. This right here on top, her crown, little crown, it's a charm or a pendant that someone gave me. People give me broken pieces of jewelry, old pendants, and things like that. And I end up incorporating them in my artwork because I totally believe in recycling and upcycling. So the hair on her is, it's just yarn. That's all it is. I get yarn pretty cheap at this place called Rainbow Grocery Outlet, and they just have skeins of yarn for like 99 cents each, so I just, maybe sometimes I grab some, but yeah. Now the bottle itself, first what I did, this one's a whole nother process. I paper mache'd it, the whole bottle, using a different type of paper mache that I use with flour and water. And then I paper mache'd the whole bottle. I then painted the design on there with a Sharpie, and then came back in with color with a metallic nail enamels. You see that? God, I'm getting a little befuddled because I'm still got the little bit of the cold left. But anyway, and then here's another design on the back. So it's kind of like, it's like Day of the Dead style. Another altar. You can put this on your altar if you want it to, in celebration of Day of the Dead if you want it to. That's how I would use it. The face is kind of, I think, kind of skeletal / alien-like in a way, in my opinion. It can also, like I said, it can also be used just a regular piece of art to decorate your home with. Put it on your coffee table, put it on your kitchen table, put it in your windowsill, keep away intruders. But yeah, that's another one that's going to be put on my shop today. And here's another bottle doll that I created. Sit down, talk to you guys. This one, pretty much the same process. These bottle dolls vary as far as how I make them because it's really intuitive. So anyway, the head right here is made from a stone, probably a stone I found at the river or the ocean. The hat right here is recycled fabric that it's like kind of a paisley design, but you can't really see it because I glossed it up really good, and I just glued it onto the head. This right here is a ring it's just junk jewelry that I don't wear rings, so I can only wear gold. So, and then the body, which is the bottle itself, like I said with all the other bottle dolls. Let me stand up. See, the body is made from a bottle, old soda bottle. This one I did paper mache first with old magazine ads and with Mod Podge. After I did that, just like with the other ones, I painted the design on there back front and sides. So she's got little arms. I don't know if you can see that. She's got little arms there, little fingers painted and stuff. And it's just pretty much like, the dots on here reminds me of the Aborigine style of art, where they use the dots on there. Like I said, all the art that I make, unless it's commissioned, is it's intuitive, meaning that I don't have a plan when I start out. I just start creating. I get into a meditative space and I just start creating. So this is like a witch to me. It's a witch doll. You can put her on your altar too if you want it. Or you can use her as a piece of artwork as well. Display her in that way, in that manner. Yeah, some of the dolls that I make, I like, that I actually end up keeping, I'll put them over my fireplace and they look really cool displayed there. Adds a lot of color to the home. So yes, she's going to be on my shop today as well. So let's see, and let's see, another bottle doll. This one's a lot smaller. Halloween themed, of course. Yeah, definitely Halloween themed. Horror themed, because look at the head. The brains are coming out of it. I know. Pretty gross. But yeah, and it's a two-sided doll. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I talk about the two-sided dolls that I make, inspired by my husband, who gave me that idea. The two-sided doll's been done before too, but not completely like I think how I've been doing it, where usually a two-sided doll is just one head that's completely done, and then no like actual body too. But this, with my two-sided doll, it's like two distinct personalities within one doll. Yeah. So this doll is basically the same kind of process as all the other dolls. It's just smaller. Smaller bottle. Paper mache at first. For the head, I used a, this one's different. I used it was a polymer clay sculpted head that I had. And so I paper mache'd that and glued it onto the bottle. And then after I glued on the bottle, I painted it, Mod Podged it, you know, to seal it, and called it a day. And now it's done. See, that's how it looks. Here it comes, coming towards you. This doll will also be on my shop in celebration of Halloween, Day of the Dead. Anytime you want to put it around, go for it. You can even go on your altar if you want, depending on what kind of altar you're making. So yeah. Now I've got one more thing I want to show you that I'm going to put on my shop, and then I'll be on out of here. And remember, like I said in the beginning of this video, you can feel free to ask me questions about the art that I made and go to my actual shop as well. And I can do tutorials. I can't talk today. I can do tutorials of each specific piece if you guys are interested. So this right here, I would call it, it's a jar. It's a jar you can put, like, you can put your flowers in if you want it, like a vase. I use this. This is an old pickle jar that I washed out thoroughly, don't worry. Basically, it's the same process as the bottle dolls, only there's no head for an actual doll. It's two-sided, has two different faces. This one side, sweet, demure, long eyelashes, like spider's legs. And then the other side is a little bit more intense. So yeah, these are like, I guess you'd call them horror Halloween style kind of deal. You can even put, you could put your pencils in there. If you're an artist, put colored pencils and pens. Even if you're not an artist, you just like to store stuff, have something to store stuff in. You can put pens, pencils, paint brushes, what have you, in here. You can even store your hair accessories in here, like if you have some like beads or whatever, or say like scrunchies or whatever, thing like that. I made some hair accessory containers a while back as a commission piece, I can do a tutorial on that as well. Let me stand up so we can get a better look at this here without my body in the way. But yeah, so she screwed up on my shop today as well. And this, like I said, it's kind of like a, in the Halloween kind of horror style. I grew up on horror movies and stuff like little black and white Vincent Price Halloween movies and things like that. So, some people don't like that, but there's light and dark in the world, okay? So here we go. This is, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory how I told you the process of it. This is acrylic paints that I use, and also Sharpie to get finer details in. Yeah, and this one I worked on for quite a while, for over a year, of just slowly adding details on. So, you can see that good. Be still for a little bit. Slowly come in. So yeah, that is all the things that I'm putting on the shop today, on my Etsy shop. I love doing art every day. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to get that creative energy out. And after that creative energy is out, I have a piece of artwork to show for it. I mean, look at, after all the work is done, this is what I have to show for it. And a lot of the artwork that I do, it's not just purely just for me. After it's completed, I bring it out into the world. I put it at my shop so I can share it, share it with everybody, and I think that people need to find an outlet for expressing themselves, even if they're in a bad mood. That's the perfect time to express yourself. And this is how I express myself. You notice how my art varies. Sometimes it looks a little dark and horror-like. Sometimes it looks light and whimsical. So I create art no matter what mood I'm in. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming by to watch. Thank you for subscribing if you have already. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for leaving such wonderful comments on my channel. I appreciate it. And yeah, please subscribe. Please tell everybody about this channel if you think that they'd be interested in seeing some of the things that I've been putting forth. I think next week I want to show and focus more on my handbags that I make, because I'm really trying to work on some of those to finish those up to put on my shop soon. Alrighty guys, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great evening, afternoon, what have you. And please, find some time to get out with Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and be creative. Peace.